Time now for our Media Watch, and we're joined by Emma James in the studio for what's making news online and in the media. You start with a pretty appalling, a shocking story really in Turkey, and this is a talent show contestant who's been targeted because of her television appearances.
Yes, 19-year-old Mutlu Kaya was shot in the head at her own home. It's believed that people got into her back garden. She was shot in the head. She hasn't died. She did receive critical injuries. And it's reported that she'd actually received death threats following her appearances on a Turkish talent show, kind of akin to Britain's Got Talent, American Idol, that kind of thing. Now, she's from a very conservative part of Turkey, Diyarbakir. She's been mentored by one of Turkey's most famous folk singers, who has tweeted and written on her Instagram account that how could they wound you? I wish for a speedy recovery. But there are questions being asked, not least by Today's Zaman, a Turkish website, over whether or not this could be an honour killing or an attempted honour killing, because of course at the moment she's still with us. Her performances on television have been seen by some in Turkey to be immodest. She's got her hair uncovered. You can see the shape of her body because she's wearing very form-fitting clothing. That's been deemed to be immodest by some. Now, as Today's Zaman reports, and others too, it's actually her boyfriend and two others who've been detained in connection with this shooting. They've only named him as Vazi E, and he reportedly told police, "I was against her signing up for the contest, but I did not shoot her. I love her." Now, there were claims also that Mutlu Kaya had filed a complaint with the police against her boyfriend for threatening her. That was back in 4 months ago now. However, the couple later reunited. Whether they were still together when this incident happened, no one's quite sure. But one tweet, I think, that really sums up what a lot of people are thinking about this one. Mutlu Kaya's shooting goes beyond Turkey. It's about men threatening to kill women who display themselves and the cult of the hijab.
Okay, fascinating stuff, and hopefully she does make a recovery from that attack. Moving to something slightly lighter, and that is the Cannes Film Festival, which is causing a bit of an upset, but it's not something that's occurred on the screen, but the etiquette of what to wear on the croisette.
Indeed, the fashion police have been out in force on the Riviera. We've got a tweet here that really sums it all up. Women thrown off Cannes red carpet at Carol premiere for wearing flat shoes. So much for the Year of Women. Because, of course, there was a lot of talk with the opening film having been directed by a woman. It starred Catherine Deneuve, a woman of a certain age. And it was all supposed to offset what has been in the past very male-dominated at Cannes. However, as was reported in Screen International, a group of women in their 50s were actually denied their moment to walk on the red carpet because they turned up for the premiere wearing flat shoes, apparently rhinestone flats. But that wasn't dressy enough. And according to Screen International, it was flouting the rules of croisette, a word that they've created. Croisette, of course, is the road on which this film festival is held, and croisette became the word they used. Now, there seems to be some disagreement as to whether or not this really is a rule. There have been lots of people reporting that the Cannes Film Festival has said, no, there's no such ban. Other times they've actually apologised for it. So no one's quite sure. However, what The Independent points out is the irony of this particular case, because this group of women were off to see Carol, which is a lesbian romance all about fighting against societal norms, starring Cate Blanchett, seen there on the red carpet. She had heels on, she was allowed in.
I can't see her heels there.
No, but I guess they're under there somewhere. Anyway, she probably would have got away with it, one of the few. But as this journalist and writer from the UK tweets, utterly extraordinary, it's reported that women, including those with disabilities, are being turned away at Cannes for not wearing heels. Now, she's referring to a woman who's actually had 4 toes amputated. She turned up at Cannes to walk the red carpet and couldn't because she was wearing flat shoes, understandably so. Emily Blunt, one of the stars of Sicario, she has said she's very disappointed by this rule and thinks everyone should be wearing flats. Harper's Bazaar has gone into a bit more detail about Emily Blunt's views on this, saying that she actually prefers to wear Converse sneakers. And interestingly, her director, Denis Villeneuve, and her male co-stars, Benicio del Toro and Josh Brolin, have said they will walk the red carpet in protest against the flat shoe ban, wearing heels. Now, one woman who did manage to somehow evade the grasp of the fashion police is this British comedian Samantha Baines, who is there in, again, rhinestone flats. I don't know if they all clubbed together and bought a job lot. But anyway, she made it onto the red carpet, one of very few, it would appear.
OK, I'm sure the paparazzi will be after that film director and film stars if they do end up wearing those high heels themselves, though. OK, Emma, finally, one last story. That's the US president has been given free rein on Twitter. Is he setting the Twitter sphere ablaze?
He certainly is. Fairly understandable.
He does have a good sense of humour, as far as I can tell.
He's kind of the President of the United States, but also the King of Cool, somehow. Not really two things that normally you can marry together, but somehow Barack Obama does it. As you can tell, I am a bit of a fan. He is no stranger to social media, but he's never had his own Twitter account. Now he does, at POTUS. For those of you not familiar, President of the United States. Now, he's only tweeted 3 times so far. As you can see from there, he's already got close to 2 million followers. His first tweet, "Hello Twitter, it's Barack." Really, 6 years in, they're finally giving me my own account. That's actually been retweeted 250,000 times. Not really a searing insight. But anyway, he's managed to set a world record by garnering 1 million users in just 5 hours after this account was set up. In fact, the only tweet that he's actually replied to is this one. "Welcome to Twitter," says Bill Clinton. One question, does that username stay with the office? Hashtag asking for a friend, referring, of course, to his wife, Hillary Clinton, who's making a bid to enter the White House. Barack's reply, that I thought from Bill Clinton was fairly good as diplomatic humour goes. Barack comes back with an equally good response. The handle comes with the house. Know anyone interested in FLOTUS, which of course is First Lady of the United States, rather raising the question, what would Bill Clinton be known as if he were in the White House alongside Hillary?
That is a very interesting question.
First gentleman, perhaps.
First gentleman, perhaps. Clearly some banter going on there between former and current presidents of the US on Twitter. Thanks.